everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Bethany and I'm a homeschooling mom, and I've been making videos all about curriculum, what I'm going to be using for this upcoming school year. So if you're interested in my kids' individual studies, you can check the playlist above or individually down below for my third, second, kindergartner, and preschooler. This is going to be a video on our group studies, and I group science, history, heritage studies, and geography together. This video is going to be over science. So getting right into it, we use Answers in Genesis, or if you're familiar with master books, this is the Heaven and Earth series from the God's Design series. This curriculum is always 3 units per school year. So in this unit, the Heaven and Earth series, you get our weather and water, our planet Earth, and our universe. Now, when buying these, you can get them separate, like individual units from Answers in Genesis. I purchased these used off of Facebook Marketplace. And then I ended up getting the teacher's manuals on Christian book for on sale for a pretty good price. So always kind of check around whenever you're looking for pricing. Anytime you can save money, that works. This curriculum is really inexpensive for the most part, so it's really a good bang for your buck. I will say that they do have a beginner series now for this, which is going to be for K through 2nd grade. I went ahead and moved on to this, which is supposed to be for 3rd through 8th grade, and you're supposed to be able to cycle through it twice within that time period for your child. So we are starting with this. That way, as I work in more kids, we'll recycle through it again by the time that my oldest gets to 8th grade, and then my younger kids will have been cycled through it already again. So how I do this for my kids is I go through each unit of what they're teaching, and then for like my younger kids, I'll get like Pinterest printables. So for example, we're going to be going over the water cycle. So I will go, and knowing that when you purchase the curriculum from them, they do give you worksheets, quizzes, and final exams for free as a download. So I went ahead and already printed all those out. These are already printed. They're just ready to be hole punched and put into the kids' binders. And I also, in my homeschool binder, if you've seen that big video, I do have page protectors with the quizzes and the final exams already put in there, separated by unit, so they're already organized and ready for me to grab. Also in my binder, I have like a little pocket folder where I put anything that I pick up that I will want to use as like supplements. So for example, when we go to the moon phases, I have some pretty little graphics we can hang up in the schoolroom. And I also have like the Oreo phase sheets that I want to use again. Things like that I just keep. So for my littles, I know like that's a sheet that they can do that wasn't with the curriculum. And then like this would be like a water cycle printable that I would pick up for my littles to do while my olders are doing the actual critical thinking questions and stuff like that, maybe some narration journaling and things. How they are set up is they will have these little markers. So 3rd through 5th will do these type of questions after the lesson, and then 6th through 8th will do all of it plus the extra critical thinking. So when you get to, so the space unit goes over, or our universe goes over space models, outer space, the sun and moon, planets, and space programs. There's 35 lessons, and we only do science like 1 to 2 days a week, depending on if we have co-op. If it's when we're doing co-op, we'll bring it down to 1 day a week. And I spend about an hour or more on science so we can get through 1 or 2 lessons and really dive deep into just that group study. I don't try to do several group studies in 1 day. That way we can really immerse ourselves into that group study. We're doing all the I don't like feeling like I can't do the experiments, or if I do the experiments, I have to quickly put it away and move on to something else. So I will spend like 2 days on science, 2 days on history, and then 1 day on geography, and then we loop heritage study depending on our scheduling. So if we're doing a co-op, I will drop that 2nd day on one of them, and we will just continue on with our core group studies, which is science and history, and then geography sometimes gets looped into history depending on what we're studying and what we're looking at. So it just depends. So this is the unit. So like this is the first lesson. Not very much on the reading, and then it will have some questions, and then this is for like the older kids to do. Some of them have worksheets to go with them, some of them don't, some of them have experiments. So what I do in the planning mode is I go through the table of contents and I see what has an experiment that we are going to do. If I want to look up Pinterest things, what I need to do for that. And then I pre-print everything that I want to do for that unit. I don't do it for all of them, only the first unit that we're going with, which is actually going to be the weather unit. And I pre-print everything that I want to do for that whole 35 lessons, and then whenever we finish that up, I will move into the next one. I just don't want to get ahead of myself and it's too overwhelming, and then I have all these papers I'm trying to keep track of. I only do the one unit at a time. Now, I do like having these small teacher's manuals. I think that they did a pretty good job at just kind of giving you a clear, concise, like what you're going to need for supplies, what you're really going to learn, and then like the taking it further part, I just kind of push off unless it's something that I know that they can grasp. What I like to do, because this curriculum will probably be a little bit above my youngest one's head, I like to bring in supplements. So for example, for the Our Universe, I am an Usborne Books and More consultant, so that's where I use my rewards, is to get supplements for our homeschool when it comes to things like this. So I have the Usborne Spotter Guide, The Night Sky, and in this, it just really illustrates different things about the night sky more at their level. They get those out all the time. Those are always in their little nature center that's over here. This is the Peek Inside Space, so this will be good for my kindergartner and my 3-year-old if she sits in with this. These have big flaps in them, and we can talk all about space. This is the fold out solar system. I love these, you guys. These are like, it's huge. It's like 5 foot long, and it's the whole space, and it's on the back too. So lots of good information. We lay that out while I'm reading, so they might have like a visual to look at and they're not getting so distracted. This is my first space book. I also love this one. It has different things in it for them to look at, more on their level, more bringing it to life. If this is something that we'll be looking at, I might pull it out and be like, okay, we're reading about this today, you guys. Let's look at this picture and pick out some stuff. Okay, listen, look at this when I'm reading, or draw a picture, your version of this while I'm reading it, something to bring it more down to their level. For the Our Planet Earth, we'll be doing rocks and minerals. These are the Usborne beginners. These are only $4.99, you guys, and the spotter guides are $5.99 or $3.99 depending. And this really gives us some good information. And then if you want just one and done type of book, this is really good because it's the Usborne Geography Encyclopedia. It has stuff about planet Earth. It has stuff bring in, you know, your cultures and geography and all that type of stuff. So I highly recommend, and it's internet linked. So if you get to a page that has the internet resource link on it, you can put that URL in and get even more resources on it. And then for weather, I actually picked this up, and I don't know if I got this from NOAA or NASA, but they sent a free poster of the water cycle and introduction to clouds and how they form and what they look like, the names of them, the different kinds of things in the sky watcher chart. So this will be a good resource. I'm always like, I will take a day in my planning time just to get online to sign up for like free resources like this. I go to national park websites. I go to like the NOAA, the NASA, teacher resources, anything I can grab that's going to be helpful in my homeschool, I'm going to pick up for my kids. So for the weather unit, I have this weather spotter guide. This one's $3.99. All types of different weather. down at their level. Again, that's always in their nature center, and they get those out all the time. This has been a favorite for my 5-year-old right now. This is a lift and flap seasons and weather. So whenever we're going over like the weather and stuff, they can do all these types of lift and flaps in here. There's like just tons of different things we can talk about with that. And then a new addition is going to be this weather. And this is one of the new turn books. This is the Kane Miller book by Usborne as well. And on each page, when we're going over the water cycle, they can use this to reteach me what their understanding is, or to go through it and make it more of like a presentation style. And it's not just me presenting it. So what I will do with our science is I will pick the day that we're going to do it. And when I plan at the beginning of the week, I like to plan 2 weeks ahead for my science. That way, whenever I'm planning a week of science, I'm looking ahead to the next week to if I need to buy any supplies. And in the God's Design, which is a creation-based science, if you didn't already get that, it will tell you if you need anything. So this one says, supply list, you just need your weather across the country worksheet, which was in the free printables. And then it will tell you for like lesson 2, these are the supply you need. Most of them are stuff that are just around the house. Candle, glass jar, modeling clay, dish, and matches. A lot of these are just stuff that you can find normally. And in the case that I didn't have it, I would be 2 weeks ahead. So I would grab it the week that we weren't doing it. That's just really helpful for me to do it that way, so I can look ahead. And then when I'm planning, if I am on my super game, I will do on my supply list for a month at a glance. I will look at all of the lessons that I will think I will be getting to, and I might even pull in an extra unit just in case we work really quickly through something. And I will grab the supplies for that one as well. I'm trying to get better about doing more of the experiments and things like that. I do have a book called Our Big Book of Play and Find Out Science Projects, and I will show you a picture of that maybe at the end of this video. That also I pull in for science projects if I don't have anything. Also, Pinterest is my best friend, you guys. Free printables, like I said. Anything that I can get for the kids. So like this is my little free printables. Teachers Pay Teachers is an amazing resource. So yeah, we are using God's Design for Science, Heaven and Earth series. If you have used this already, comment down below what was your favorite thing, what you wish you would have known, what you would have added. Any free resources that you want to share, put those down here. And if you have any questions or want to see maybe more of a flip through more in detail of any of these, let me know and I will post that video for you. I can't wait to share with you guys our upcoming school year. I love God's Design for Science and what Master Books and Answers in Genesis has done with their science curriculums, and I think they're an amazing company. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you can see my next curriculum video or homeschool share.